Thank you guys for being here with us. We will go ahead and commence to the 2-minute opening, and we would go straight down the line. And Angie McMillan, I'll start with you. Introduce yourself and why you're running for Superior Court Judge in Fulton County, and why you're the best choice for the job.
Thank you. Again, my name is Angie McMillan. First of all, I'd like to thank Reverend Van and all the agencies that put this together, and of course all of you who are electorates who have come out to support us and to get information on civic engagement. I am vying to succeed the current Judge Vincenta Lane in the Family Law Division. I've been a member of the State Bar of Georgia since 1987. I'm from East Point. I've been there for 37 years. My practice was in East Point College Park, as well as a satellite office at Colony Square, focusing primarily on family law. Did do some bankruptcy during the Reagan administration, as well as probate. I believe that these are crucial times that Fulton County faces. There are many problems that the Fulton County Superior Court can address: case management, case load, mass incarceration, excessive fees and fines. I do want you to come out on May 24th. Our early voting begins on May 2nd, and make a informed decision for the jurists that you would like to represent you from the bench in Fulton County. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Ms. Eve.
I'm Sterling Eves, and I also am running for the vacancy created by Judge Lane's retirement at year end. This is a race that has 3 people going for the same seat, so I'm thrilled that we're also interested in the courts. I am a magistrate judge that's retired from 12 years of service with Fulton County. And before that, I was in the city of Atlanta, and I sat in the city of Roswell, both on a part-time basis, totaling 15 years of judicial experience. I have been practicing law for 28 years, and I have focused on a wide area of civil and criminal matters representing businesses and individuals, and really anything that would take me in the courtroom, because I love the courtroom. Litigation is a fabulous thing. So Angie stole some of my thunder. We have a May 24th election. Please vote down ballot. It's most important that you go all the way to the end, because the judges are always at the end. I don't know why. Your E-splost and T-splost will be down there, but the judges are right near the end. So please go to the end. Please vote. She told you about early voting. We also have Saturday voting. Please vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Belinda Edwards.
Good evening. I want to thank Reverend Van for inviting us here this evening and having this forum, because I want the citizens to make informed decisions about who sits on the bench. I am also seeking to succeed Judge Vincenta Lane on the Fulton County Superior Court bench. I'm a native of Atlanta. As Derek Bozeman said, I didn't come here, I'm from here. I'm very familiar with the community, and my grandmother was very active in the civil rights movement. She said to do 2 things: vote, because people died so you could have the opportunity to vote, and go out and get the best education you can, and come back and try to make a difference in your community. And that's what I did. I have a BA in economics from Stanford University, an MBA in finance and accounting from Columbia University, and a JD from Georgia State University College of Law, which I obtained while working full-time for the city of Atlanta, going to Georgia State part-time. I am committed to public service. I have over 30 years of judicial, legal, and business experience. I am an experienced litigator, transactional attorney, mediator, and judge. I served on the Fulton County Juvenile Court bench for 8 years, 4 years as chief judge. I presided over an accountability court, which was family drug court, which means I have experience with young people who lose their children because of drug abuse. We bring them before the court, get them in drug treatment, get them employed, get them housing, and provide for them an opportunity to become a member of the community doing something positive. So I'm all about rehabilitation that protects the community and it is effective. I believe that my experience in substantive matters, I represented the city of Atlanta Public Schools for a number of years, and served as general counsel to Morris Brown College. I found that I have a great opportunity to serve the community where I grew up, and would ask that you would vote for me on May 24th.
All right, thank you. Eric Dunaway.
Should we stay?
Thank you all for having me. I am Eric Dunaway, born and raised right here in Atlanta, Fulton County, Georgia. Born at Grady Hospital, what us natives call a Grady baby. I'm a product of Atlanta Fulton County public school system. My mother was a public school teacher, so I went to a couple of public schools. Went to Westlake High School. When I went there, it was called Westwood High School. It's now Westlake High School. I played football on the same field with Cam Newton. Cam and I played football on that field together about 20 years apart. But it's still that same patch of grass that we both got tackled and tackled other people on. After graduating from Westlake High School, I went to Morehouse College. I had a family heritage of going over to the AU Center, uncles, mother, aunt, cousins. And after I finished Morehouse College, I went to Mercer Law School, graduated from Mercer Law School in '96, and I immediately came right back home to start practicing law here in my hometown. I've been practicing law for 20 years. I'm an assistant district attorney. I head up the domestic violence and sexual assault division. And since 2004, I have been focused on crimes against families, crimes against women and children. I'm married to fellow lawyer Julie Kirk. We have 2 daughters. We're helping to raise my 14-year-old nephew after the loss of my sister in 2010. And we still have dinner at my parents' house every Sunday. Mama gets up every Sunday and makes sure dinner is prepared for the family, and we make sure we make it over there. I'm going to stay focused on Fulton families. I want to serve my community, the community I grew up in. So please vote the right way on May 24th. Eric Dunaway. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric Dunaway. Andrew Margolis.
Thank you. I am Judge Andrew Margolis. Thank you very much for allowing me to be here tonight and speak with everybody. I've lived in Atlanta for the last 20 years, raising my son and my daughter here. I'm a graduate of Emory Law School. My first job out of school was as an assistant district attorney, where I was a lead domestic violence prosecutor, lead drug court prosecutor, and lead juvenile court prosecutor. I am the only candidate in my race who is a sitting judge in the magistrate court with any experience presiding over criminal cases. And that experience is a balanced experience. I have experience as a prosecutor and as a defense attorney and as a judge handling criminal cases. I'm also the only candidate in my race who has any experience in civil law other than domestic. So I would ask you to please come out to the polls, support me, vote for Andrew Margolis on May 24th. Thank you.
Thomas Cox.
Good evening. My name is Thomas Cox. I'm a candidate for the Fulton Superior Court. I've been practicing law for the past 30 years. I started out at Morehouse College, went to Boston College Law School, and migrated back to the South. I started in Washington with the United States Justice Department, worked in the Georgia Attorney General's office and the County Attorney's office. I've been a partner in law firms of several sizes over the majority of my career. I'm the only one in my race with civil and criminal experience. If you were selecting a position or a pilot, you certainly want a person with the most experience. The Fulton County Superior Court is 60%, almost 60% non-criminal. In that respect, I'm the most qualified candidate for the race, and I would ask for your vote. Most importantly, my wife Gwendolyn and I are residents of Southwest Atlanta, where we have 2 college-age children. I currently have a senior at Morehouse College who will be graduating in May. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gabe Banks.
Good evening. My name is Gabe Banks, and I want to be your next Superior Court judge for Fulton County, Judge Bedford C. I'm not going to talk to you about where I went to school or the accolades that I've received on the job or even on which side of the tracks I grew up on. We have a crisis going on in our community. And all of these judges who are candidates, or all of these candidates for judges, they will have to deal with, in my opinion, one of the most important issues before the courts, if not the most important issue before the courts, and that is criminal justice reform. We have a crisis with respect to mental health. 70% of the individuals that are prosecuted have some form of mental health. We have a crisis with gang activity. We have a crisis with accountability courts. And so you want someone who is qualified. All right.
Greg, you had one job.
Can I start over? So what you need to know about these candidates is what they have been doing in their communities all of their careers. I am the only candidate in my race who has been serving the citizens of Fulton County on a day-to-day basis. I currently head up the gang unit, and I've been protecting our streets from some of the more violent offenders. I've also served as a federal prosecutor from the United States Department of Justice. I take issue with my opponent saying that he's the only one that has civil experience. I clerked for a federal judge for 4 years. All I did was civil work for the federal judge, dealing with complex civil litigation and preparing my judge to rule from the bench and or to put out orders. I also currently head up the Asset Forfeiture Division, where I represent law enforcement agencies in every single municipality, all 14, in a civil capacity when they're seeking to seize property. So I have both criminal and civil experience. I also take issue with the fact that there are 60% of the cases are civil. I get that is a fact, but that includes domestic cases. 39% of the cases are domestic in nature. When you're talking about the general division of Superior Court, and you talk to any judge, from Judge Bedford to Judge Adams to Judge Russell, who has served on the Superior Court, what they will tell you is that 75 to 80% of their caseload is criminal in nature. So to that end, I am the most qualified candidate for this race, and I ask for your vote on May 24th. Thank you for your time and attention.
All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity for rebuttal, 30 seconds.
All right, we're each entitled to our own opinion, but we're not entitled to our own facts. The Fulton County Superior Court identifies its caseload. The Fulton County Superior Court for 2015 said that almost 60% of its cases are non-criminal. Now, let me make a point of distinction. I'm the only person in my race that's ever represented an individual. I'm the only person in my race that's ever represented a corporation. I'm the only person in my race that's ever worked in a law firm. I have worked in government at the federal, state, and local level, but experience is important. Look at the statistics of the court and make the best choice. Thank you.
All right. And just so you know, you will get an opportunity to come back and talk about what he said.
The opening, but that's fine.
No, when you mention your opponent, I will give them an opportunity
He said he was the only one.
of 30 seconds. All right.